Hey, this is Dave from YunaPRO, and in this video, I'm going to help you monetize your Facebook group. And this is going to be really helpful for you if you already have a Facebook group and you just need your group to be more profitable. You need it to generate more revenue. This video is also going to be helpful to you if you don't yet have a Facebook group, you're thinking about starting one and you just want to take the right steps. Because I'm going to show you something. Here's the stats from one of our groups over the past year, and you can see this particular group's earned just about $1 million. And along this path, along this journey of building groups and monetizing them, I've really learned a lot about what works and what doesn't work. And that's what I'm going to show you in this video. So let's dive in. So you know that building Facebook groups is a great way to attract leads and it's a great way to nurture your audience and turn them into paying customers. But maybe it's a little bit scary to get started. Maybe you've heard that Facebook groups are a lot of work, or maybe you already have a Facebook group and yours looks something like this. This is called The Growing Entrepreneur, and they got a Facebook group here. And when I go down and take a look at the activity over the last little while inside this group, you can see that in the past month, there's only been 8 posts. This is a dead group. And check out the total members. Yeah, there's almost 1,000 members, but in the last week, there's only been 1 new member added. And this is very common, not to pick on The Growing Entrepreneur. This is very common for Facebook groups. And so maybe you're a little bit cautious about starting yours or really investing in a Facebook group because you don't want this to happen to you. You don't want a dead group. But at the same time, you see these other Facebook groups that are absolutely blowing up, and you hear about people making thousands or even millions of dollars from a Facebook group. So it is alluring. You would like to dive in. But then again, you hear stories about people pumping thousands of dollars into ads to fill up their group, and you think, do I want to go down that route? Well, I'm here to tell you that there is a plan of action that you can take that's going to ensure that your group grows and that it is super profitable. And you don't have to spend any money on ads. I'm going to walk you through the steps. I'm going to walk you through the do's and don'ts. In fact, in this video, we're going to go through 5 group killing mistakes. These are 5 things that you absolutely need to avoid, whether you're just starting your group or you've already got a group and you want to grow it, you want to monetize it, you want to make it profitable. So we're gonna go through these 5 mistakes. And the good news is, even if you've made these mistakes, they're completely fixable. Let's go through them one at a time. So the first mistake is branding your group all about you. Let me show you an example here. I'm over at this group. It's called Weight Loss Coaching Specialists. And when you take a look at this banner, you'll see this is a very typical banner that a lot of online coaches create when they create their Facebook group. And you can see this is from Stephanie Larson. She says she's a coach, weight loss coaching specialist. Transform your body and boost your confidence with expert weight loss coaching for women. And then it says book a discovery call. So who's this group for? Well, it looks like it's for women who want to lose weight, but the group doesn't talk about those women. It doesn't suggest what sort of benefit they're actually going to get. It's talking about Stephanie. It's saying, hey, I'm a coach, come buy from me. A button like this that says book a discovery call just screams buy from me. Even when we take a look at the name of the group, notice it says weight loss coaching specialists. And it really is confusing. Is this group for women who want to lose weight, or is this for coaching specialists who want to network with each other? Who is this group for? And this is a major mistake. If you brand your group all about you, then potential leads who may take a look at your group, they're going to say, well, I don't want to be part of this group. What am I going to get from it? And I want to contrast this with one of my groups. It's called Audience and Influence. And notice the difference here. Notice there's no branding about me. It's not selling anything. It's not saying how great I am. Instead, it's all about what is the member going to get? So right off the bat, let's take a look at the title here. It says Audience and Influence, New Ways to Gain Massive Engagement on Facebook. So if someone's looking at this, they're saying, what am I going to get by joining? I'm going to get more engagement on Facebook. Yeah, I'd like that. And this is just a cue right off the bat saying, hey, this group here is for your benefit, not for my benefit. And so that's the first massive mistake. If your group is branded all about you, you're missing out on revenue potential. You're scaring away your best leads. Now, critical mistake number 2 is not creating instant purpose, not creating purpose. What do I mean by that? Well, a lot of group admins, this is what they do. They start a group and then they start inviting people to it. They post a link on their Facebook bio. They create a post about it on their personal profile, and friends of theirs will start requesting to join. And the group admin will start letting these people trickle in one at a time. And as those people show up and enter the group, what do they see? Well, because group members are trickling in one at a time, and because at this point there's not a whole lot going on in the group, those members come into the group and it looks dead. It looks like a ghost town. I'm going to give you an analogy. Have you ever walked by a nightclub and you see outside, down the sidewalk, there's this huge line of people, and then you take a peek inside the door, and inside, it's basically empty inside? Why does the nightclub do that? Well, they do it because they want to create this idea that inside the nightclub, something awesome is happening. And then they let a rush of people in, and all of a sudden now there's a party going on in the nightclub. Everyone's having a great time. That's what you need to do with your Facebook group. I'm going to give you an example of how to do that. I'm going to go back over into this audience and influence group that I showed you a second ago. What we did to make sure that the members had huge purpose and were really excited about being there right off off the bat is we let people request to join the group. And as that number of requests joined, we didn't let anyone in. We didn't let people come in a trickle. We acted like a nightclub. And when there was sort of a critical mass, 50 or 100 people, then we let everyone into the group and then we gave them instant purpose. We gave them something to be excited about. And I'll show you here. This was a live training that we hosted very shortly after we started letting people into the group. And you can see here, we invited everyone from the group to join this live training. So at this point, there's just over 300 members. So it wasn't a big group at all, but we hosted this live training, gave a ton of value and gave people things to take action on. So think about the difference here. Instead of letting members trickle into a dead group, we made people wait. We let them in a big batch or several big batches. And then we invested right away into those members, giving them something of value. In this case, it was a live training about getting more engagement, strategies that no one else is talking about. And in this live training, we gave them specific action steps so they could start applying this to their business and start seeing results. And this is what you can do as well to create a lot of buzz and excitement inside your group. Because I'm going to tell you something, if you can create a group where the members are excited and they're getting value, those are the members who are going to want to buy from you. That's how you're going to monetize your group. Critical mistake number 3 is reposting content into your group. So some group admins, this is what they do, is they create a piece of content on their personal Facebook profile, or maybe they create a post on their business page and then they share those posts into their group. Or maybe they go and copy and paste the posts and then repost them inside their group. And it kind of makes sense. You know, those group admins, they don't want to be creating brand new content for everywhere on social media, so they're reusing their content. But here's the fundamental problem. Imagine if you're reposting content into your Facebook group, what incentive do people have for joining your group? And then what incentive do they have to actually engage in your group? If they can consume that exact same content somewhere else, why should they care about your Facebook group? Instead, if you really want to monetize your Facebook group, it is crucial that you have a content strategy specifically for that group. Let me show you an example here. I'm gonna go back over to our audience and influence group, and you can see here that my wife Lucy and I, we did a very in-depth 3-part training on how to get really targeted leads from Facebook. And you can see it's called Level Up Your Leads. Here's training 1 out of 3, 2 out of 3, and 3 out of 3. This content could be found nowhere else online. This wasn't on either of our personal profiles. You couldn't find this on a business page, couldn't find this on a website. It was only found in our Facebook group. Now, we did talk about this outside of the group, which allows people from outside our group to know that it's happening and giving them incentive to come and join the group. And that's what you can do as well, is you post great content inside your group, talk about it elsewhere, and that gives more people incentive to join your group. But you might be asking, okay, well, if I'm creating all this great content inside my group, what should I be creating elsewhere? Let me go over to my profile here, and I'm going to show you something. As I scroll down here, you'll see I start conversations. I tease out things like I just mentioned. This is me teasing out that 3-part series is happening inside the group only. But on my profile, you'll also find that I do a lot of this. For me, I do a lot of Facebook Reels. These Facebook Reels only show up on my personal profile, whereas the in-depth trainings happen inside my Facebook group. Well, what's the strategy behind this? Think about it. My Facebook Reels give people a little bit of a taste. They help people understand, yeah, Dave knows something about Facebook. He has some value to offer. And so then when they see something that's teasing out a more in-depth training that's happening only in the Facebook group, what are they going to do? They're going to request to join my Facebook group and they're going to show up for that training. This gives me an opportunity to make them an offer and make a sale.
Oh my God, what a brilliant idea.
And that's what you can do as well. You just need to have separate content strategies for what's happening inside your Facebook group and what's happening outside your Facebook group. And this actually leads into mistake number 4. Mistake number 4 is paywalling your very best content. Paywalling your very best content. A paywall simply means that for someone to access something of yours, a piece of content, they have to go through a paywall. They have to pay money, they have to register, and then they get access. And that's a big mistake. Instead, if you want to make money from your Facebook group, you want to give your best content to the people inside that group. Let me show you a little analogy here. Probably about a decade or maybe even more ago, one of the blogs that I used to read was called Backlinko. And Backlinko is all about SEO, search engine optimization. And the founder of Backlinko, Brian Dean, he created great resources all about getting more people over to your website. Here's an example. This is the definitive guide to on-page SEO. And if you were to scroll down through this, you're going to see there's a lot of information here. There's a lot of research here. There's a lot of value here. And as I read the Backlinko blog, I started to trust Brian more and more. I started to feel gratitude for all the information, all the value that he was providing me. And then when I came across his course, his online course, and it's called SEO That Works, I thought, well, if he's giving that much value through his blog for free, how amazing must his course be? And at the time, his course was about $2,000. And so I bought that course. And you know what happened? When I got into the course, I realized something. I realized that a lot of the material inside the course was very similar, if not the same as the content that I'd seen on his blog. And when you hear that, you might think, oh man, that's a ripoff. He's making you pay for stuff that you could have had for free. But actually, quite the contrary. I wasn't paying to join his course so that I could get more information. I was paying to join his course so that I could take action and get results. And that's what I got inside the course, is I got more help implementing, I got more accountability so that I actually got the results that I was looking for. And the same is true for your Facebook group. Inside your Facebook group, give away your very best content. You're not helping people take action, but you're giving your best value. Your members are going to see that value, they're going to trust you, and then when you make them an offer, they're going to want to buy because they're going to want more attention from you. And this is a great way to make more sales, especially if you're selling some sort of coaching or some sort of online course. So don't hold back. Feel free to give away your very best content inside your Facebook group. And then mistake number 5 that's holding a lot of Facebook groups back from actually making money is that the admin, the owner of the Facebook group, is thinking short term. Let me show you something here. I'm going to go back over to my audience and influence group, and I want to show you from 1 year ago. Here's the engagement that was happening inside the group. So you can see that a year ago, for the month of June, there were 38 posts that were created inside the group. So about a post per day. Now I want to fast forward a year, so to today, and when I take a look at our group, so again, I'm back over in audience and influence here. I'm going to go down, let's take a look at the statistics here. You can see that now, today, there's 82 posts in the last month. So almost 3 posts per day. So the engagement from the members inside this group has tripled. But that didn't happen instantaneously. That's over the course of a period of a year. And so if you're starting a Facebook group or you already have a Facebook group and you're looking for very quick wins and huge sales right out of the gate, you might be a little bit disappointed. Building a Facebook group is building a long-term asset for your business. It's not intended to get a bunch of sales for a week or a month or a couple months. Your Facebook group is something that's going to be producing leads and sales and revenue and profits for months and even years to come. So if you're going to be starting a Facebook group, or if you already have one, that's the mentality you need. This is a long-term asset. Now, those are the 5 critical mistakes that really kill a lot of Facebook groups. And when you overcome those, your Facebook group can definitely be profitable. Now, I do want to be fully transparent with you because while I do follow the advice that I just shared here, these 5 mistakes are ones that I've learned that I need to avoid. I also have a bit of a secret weapon that allows me to grow my Facebook group and get a ton of engagement and nurture my leads inside my Facebook group. And that tool is YunaPRO. And if you've never checked out YunaPRO before, you got to go check it out. Go over to YunaPRO.com. YunaPRO takes care of all of my Facebook marketing for me. Like I said, it helps me fill up my Facebook group. It helps me nurture my leads, helps me make offers to my leads, and it helps me make sales. It helps me monetize my Facebook groups. And if you've got a Facebook group and you want to monetize it, YunaPRO is going to be your best friend. So go check it out. Go over to YunaPRO.com. That's what I got for you in this video. If this was helpful, give this video a like. If you have any questions about monetizing your Facebook group, drop those in the comments below. I'm happy to help out. And again, if you haven't checked out YunaPRO, you got to check it out. It's been a game changer for my business, and I know it will be for yours as well. Go over to YunaPRO.com. Thanks for checking out this video. Can't wait to see you in the next video.